Liberty Nation. Truth is making a comeback.
Welcome to another LNTV, a project of LibertyNation.com. I'm Leesa K Donner, Editor-in-Chief, and joining me today is William Campudoni. Welcome, Mr. Campudoni.
How are you, Lisa? Thank you for having me aboard.
I am great. Thanks for being here. Well, all day, every day, we hear how President Trump is a racist. But you've had a personal experience with Mr. Trump. Would you say, based on that, is the president a racist?
Well, Lisa, President Trump, to me, he's not racist whatsoever.
Tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah. Long time ago, when I worked for Mr. Trump, I was his driver, security man. Now, I come from Harlem. I am Puerto Rican Italian. And when he met me, he was enjoying to have met a person like me. And when I performed my job duties, he was so pleased. So he never showed me any sign of being prejudiced. He always treated me like a prince. On and off, sometimes he would give me certain little gifts, like a little bottle of cologne. He would offer to get lunch for me, you know. So I say that it's all fabrication. He is not racist. He's just a man that wants you to do the right thing, work the right way, and just do what you have to do.
So how did you find him as an employer? Was he considerate or inconsiderate, or was he always so much above you, acting holier than thou? What was his character and attitude as you experienced it?
He was always charming. He was always grateful. And he didn't even put himself above yourself. He always he will always level to you. He always greeted you in the morning, at night, in the evening, whatever. He did not treat you any different from him. He always treated you with the utmost respect.
Well, it's also said, go ahead.
As a matter of fact, I haven't had any better boss than he. He is the only great boss that I've ever had.
Well, that's interesting. It's also said far and wide that Trump is not a Christian, but a Christian is more than what he says, but rather what he does. So what do you think the reason is the president gets such a bad rap?
Well, honestly, I believe there's a spiritual warfare out there. The goodness against the bad. So anybody that's good on this earth will always be challenged by the bad. It's a given.
So do you have any final words for our viewers today about your experience with President Trump?
Well, my final words is let the man do his job. He does a great job. He's a good man. And all he wants is for people to do their part. Because me being there in person near this man, rubbing shoulders with him, I was able to detect what he really likes. And what he liked is to people to do their job. You do your job and everything is just dandy.
Well, before we leave today, we are going to treat our viewers to a video made about Mr. Campudoni's life. It's brief but powerful. We'd love to have your thoughts in our YouTube comment section. And finally, be the first to know the facts behind every breaking news story. Just download the all-new LibertyNation.com app from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Once you get the LibertyNation.com app, you will finally have the truth at your fingertips. I'm Leesa K Donner. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Campudoni. And to our viewers, have a wonderful weekend.
I was a young pro Puerto Rican boxer. One of the originals, the legendary Castiamato, took in. I worked and trained with the best, Tyson, Holyfield, and George Foreman. But before I could rise in boxing, someone gave me a chance like nobody else would. I grew up in Spanish Harlem, very poor. My dresser was my crib. I was a victim of abuse in my own hometown in the streets. At the age of 22, I was on the brink of being homeless. I remember one night on Christmas Eve, I walked into the St. Patrick's Cathedral and I said, God, please give me a purpose. As I exited, I walked down Fifth Avenue and it was this gorgeous building. I walked inside and I said, I'm looking for work. The next day, Trump hired me off the street. He gave me 5 navy blue suits. He shook my hand and he said, welcome to the family. I remember the night I was assigned to drive Mr. Trump to a meeting. I dropped him off, and as he's getting out of the car, he said to me, can I bring you a steak? Because I'm going to be in there for quite a while. Who am I for him to stop his meeting and bring me something to eat? You know, I hear these accusations, but let me tell you firsthand. He employed people from all origins. We were all treated like family. And I remember that. And I admired him for that. He put us all first. He once gave me a personal letter expressing just how proud he was of me. Later in life, pursuing my pro boxing career, I got knocked out. In real life, I lost my way. Later, I also lost my wife to cancer, leaving me a single parent, 2 children, striving to be a role model. I suffered 3 heart attacks, 1 stroke, and I was once pronounced dead in the ring. You know, Trump wouldn't notice, but along with a few mementos in life, this letter was the one that gave me the most inspiration. These words, they have been a constant reminder of how much I have been appreciated. I never had a father, but I was so fortunate to come across these 2 gentlemen, Castiamato, who taught me how to be a fighter, but Donald Trump taught me how to act like a champion. Mr. Trump just didn't give me a job that Christmas Day. What I realized today is that he gave me a tool to help rediscover my purpose, to be an inspiration to my children.
Hey, Dad.
Son, listen. When you get knocked down, you get back up because you matter. And have faith that throughout life, you'll be blessed by a reminder or two recalling just how appreciated you are. Perhaps even by the next president of the United States himself.
I feel like I, back then, represented where the country is now, in need of a helping hand and a leader who will give us our purpose and legacy again.
The country's on the ropes, folks. And this time, I know what I'm fighting for.
Liberty Nation. News and commentary, minus the propaganda. LibertyNation.com.